Jackie, your reluctant housewife, empowering you to find your inner domestic goddess. And today, we're gonna make power protein cookies. Okay, so I'm actually borrowing this recipe from Women's Health magazine, which is amazing. That website is so great. The thing I love about these cookies is that coming out of the holidays, we're still so like sugar driven and just like, I need sugar still, like I'm addicted. And these are a great way to sort of bridge that gap and still make a healthy cookie you can make all year round, but without like tons of sugar. There's still a lot of natural sugar, there's a ton of protein, stuff that your body's gonna want after the holidays. So I decided to make a cherry chocolate almond cookie, which sounds so good. Okay, so any protein cookie is most likely going to have a lot of protein in it. So I've actually got Trader Joe's unsweetened protein powder, which I use in my smoothies like every single day. I'm obsessed with it. But this recipe actually calls for vanilla protein powder or chocolate protein powder, depending on which you like better. So if you have vanilla protein powder, that's actually one step ahead. But if you don't and you have unsweetened, it's totally fine. You just want to make sure that protein's in there. We've got tons of other things to sweeten this up with. I'm going to do a half cup of protein powder. Next, I'm going to do 1 1/4 cups almond flour. And 3/4 cup almond flour as well. But in the recipe from Women's Health, it's actually 3/4 cup almond flour, or oat flour, which is really cool and very easy to make, but because I'm feeling kind of lazy, and maybe you are too, just go ahead and put 3/4 cup of almond flour as well. Okay, next we're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon baking soda and a 1/4 teaspoon salt. I usually just go like that, and that's about it. Okay, then we're just gonna go ahead and whisk all of this together, and we're gonna put that aside. All right, I've melted 3/4 cup or 6 tablespoons of butter, a 1/4 cup brown sugar. We're gonna do a 1/4 cup cane sugar or granulated sugar. And we're gonna put in a 1/4 cup of almond butter, which, oh gosh, I'm just gonna eye. That looks about right. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, my favorite. And we're gonna beat in 2 eggs, but 1 at a time. It's a hard egg. I mean, between the almond butter, the almonds, the protein powder, we have a lot of protein going on in this. Okay, let's get our dry ingredients and combine those. So I always like to go in thirds when I'm adding my dry. That way you don't make a huge mess and you can kind of just see where you're going. So this is kind of like a lot of almond stuff, so we're just gonna kind of take a knife and get some of that out of our whisk. Feel free to use an electric mixer. I just thought I'd keep it old school today, but maybe that was a bad idea. Okay, so with your salty, crunchy area, you're going to use 2 1/2 cups. So you can combine it however you want. So let's do like a cup of almonds. Next, we're gonna add some dried cherry bits because yum. I am definitely gonna put a whole cup of these in. And then we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. You can do dark chocolate, you can do cacao nibs, you can do whatever you want, really. But just stick to the 2 1/2 cups of your sweet stuff. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and just combine this all with our hands. This is the fun part. I love this recipe because you get to make cookies, which is so much fun, but you know that you're not going to be having cookies that are like super bad for you. Like they're still a treat, but they've got tons of antioxidants and good things going on inside. So you can actually kind of feel less guilty when you're eating them. Okay, we have some parchment paper down on our sheet tray. OCD. And I'm gonna go ahead and just make little cookies. I like smaller cookies because then I don't feel so bad eating them. So we're just gonna make smaller cookies, and you make them as big as you want though. Please do your thing. And we're just gonna place them about 2 inches apart. Okay, our cookies are done. I've let them cool. They're still a little tiny bit warm, but not too warm. I love that you can see the cherries and the chocolate chips and even the almonds poking out. They're such a pretty little cookie, and they're healthy, so let's try a bite. Honestly, I wouldn't know these were healthy. Maybe they're not. No, they are. They're healthy. These are really good. I'm actually really impressed. They're not too sugary, which is great. You've got tons of protein. I mean, you could eat one of these before you go on like a run and be good to go. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I'm Jackie, your Reluctant Housewife, empowering you to find your inner domestic goddess. Catch me at yourreluctanthousewife.com on all the social medias under Your Reluctant Housewife or just Reluctant Housewife. Say hey, leave a message, subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys.